Now, at first, for a lot of people, this upcoming open world survival game looked just like another one of those early access games that will go nowhere and be forgotten in an instant. But as we get closer and closer to the game's official release, it seemed this is not the type of game that most people thought it was. Rather, and thanks to a successful Kickstarter campaign, this game looks like one of those ambitious survival games that will actually deliver on what the developer promised and give people a fun and detailed experience. Welcome to Rooted, and today we've just had an absolute ton of new gameplay details, new gameplay clips, story details, and the release date of the game's alpha, which is actually very soon. I was not expecting it so soon, but they really want to hear player feedback, and so they announced this. Now, first of all, if you didn't know, Rooted at its core is a truly realistic open world post-apocalyptic project taking place near the year 2100 after civilization collapsed due to a massive bacteriological warfare around the world. Over the years, nature has somehow managed to make some areas safe, even taking back the rain and cleaning residue of the devastating bacterial weapons. Urban areas, however, are less fortunate, where factions, bandits, and dangerous online players roam around looking for loot and a reason to kill you. This game is focused on the carefully crafted details of what would happen if things turned out bad after the end of the world. The world will react to you, it reacts to random events happening at random times, and will adapt to what the factions and the players are doing in it. You need to find your scraps or anything that's out there, craft your own armor in any way that you can, and find the scarce resources and places that will actually have those resources. Along with that, these devs are actually focusing their attention on details that other survival games never really thought about, or that pretty much no one thought about, like the fact that your backpack will scratch against a fence if you go too much on it, and small little details just like these. It doesn't change the experience to create a revolutionary game, it just adds more immersion, which then creates a better game in the end. Now let's get into all those new details and gameplay. Rooted has been in intense active development for over a year now with a motivated team. It is a post-apocalyptic survival experience that you can enjoy both solo and multiplayer, with a co-op mode available day one with the alpha release very soon, which in my opinion is really good news. This game seems to have a lot of features for an alpha release, and I truly respect that. Inspired by a bleak future for our civilization, they are creating a world that is the result of a rise in violence, government repression, wars over the next 60 years, and where in just a few weeks the world population has been wiped out due to the use of bacteriological weapons of mass destruction. The developers aim to offer a truly rich environment with many different points of interest scattered around the massive world, which will tell the story of Rooted in many different ways. Located halfway between a solo narrative game and an open world PvP, the oppressive atmosphere of the remnants of the world and the former civilization is at the heart of the game. It is said you'll need to explore this world to ensure your survival, develop your many skills to improve your equipment day by day, and access still infected areas that are extremely dangerous to anyone who dares. All the remains of the past civilization will allow you to equip yourself, secure yourself in the own home that you will build, but also to fight against other players, also factions and bandits. Enemies will attack you because they want your resources, your flesh, or simply because they are programmed to. So as you can see, there will be many different enemies that will come at you, from what seems to be humans, infected, and some kind of AI or robots. For each point of interest in this game, there has been days of brainstorming with the team to allow them to create meaningful zones. They first envisioned them in a clean version pre-apocalypse, and then introduces the degradation and the lush grass and life that comes back to it. Over your exploration in the different locations in this world, it is said you will 100% see the effect that this war and the infection had over the world. As you explore alone or with friends and other online players, you will see how each place has turned bad in different ways. First off, before revealing the alpha release date of Rooted, the developers said to not expect this alpha to be a fully completed version or near completed. It is not, and the game is still in its early stages of development. The alpha is mostly technical and meant to improve and validate key features of the game. It will be available on Monday, September 4th, 2023 on Steam and the Epic Games Store. In this game, to develop your camp and improve your living conditions, you will explore, alone again or with your friends, to collect scraps and objects, restore items, or even create new ones that you will learn to craft along the way. You first start off by creating your camp in the forest, in a village, or in downtown, solo or in cooperation with your friends. Speaking about friends, and for more realism, friendly fire can be a thing in Rooted. mode. Your team and other people can also join your game session whenever they want, and the game will also have in-game communication system which will add realism to your team's experience. As you progress in the game, you can also improve your defenses of your home, automate tasks, supply electricity, and develop your workshop. It is also a work in progress, but the developers are also working on boats that you will be able to use and different kind of things that you can build on your home. Travel distances can be long as well, as it is a massive world. Getting to build a secondary outpost is always a plus because some enemies will be roaming around. You will craft tools to improve your life conditions, facilitate transportation, eat, protect, and heal yourself, just as other survival games like this. For more on this game, make sure you guys support this video now by liking it and of course subscribe to stay tuned.